Hey folks, this is Donnie. I put a ladder stand up out here. Kirsten helped me with it, my oldest daughter. And I'm gonna put a few couple of trail cameras up. Then I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna show you the view from the ladder stand. It's a little late in the afternoon. I've been so busy I haven't been able to do anything, and we just got back and I dropped Kim off at the house, got dinner started, and then I loaded up and I came back here. I'm gonna put a couple of cameras up. I'm gonna put one right back over here, and I think I'm gonna put another one behind the ladder stands right there. I think I'm gonna put it right over here. There's deer trails everywhere right here, but we get a really good population of mature bucks that come through this back area. So I'm gonna put the camera right here where you guys can see. It shouldn't take long to mount the two cameras, and then I'll mark them in my hunting app, and then we'll take off. Well, let's get going. I'm using these two. I think I'm going to mount this one back over here. The ladder stands over there. Ooh. Let me bring my pruners just in case. And this is a deer trail that I'm on. It's a pretty heavily used deer trail. We get a lot of game coming through right here. And this is that briar that got me earlier and got Rosie. So we'll just kind of nip it in the hind end. The trail goes right through here. This right here is a buck rub from the year before last year. And the trail goes right there, right under this tree, and they got a big scrape. Now they're not using it right now, but they will start using it in December. It's right here. That's the scrape. There was one over there. They'll come in. The trail goes right there, and it turns, and it goes that direction. I'm going to put this camera right here. And now, that is the south end of the property. I'm really close to the boundary. Incredibly close to the boundary. Let's see, I wanna, I just don't want nobody to see the strap from out there. I think I'm gonna mount this camera. I'm not gonna mount it high like I normally do. I'm gonna put it right here, I think. I'm just aiming toward that trail, or that ain't gonna work. Okay. I wasn't gonna hunt back here. This is the area not far from me. Right now we're facing due south. If you go east, which is that direction, 300-400 yards, something like that. That's where the other ladder stand is. That I was sitting in it one evening, and I kept hearing something. It was very minor. It wasn't loud. I gotta find a stick. But I kept hearing something off to my right side, and there's a shooting lane over there. And I looked down the shooting lane, and I thought somebody was peeking out at me, like peeping Tom peeking. Make sure this thing's aiming right. I need to rotate it a little bit. Right about there. Okay. Let me check. Okay. It's aiming right here. Right where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. This strap, I don't want it to be seen from behind the stand, so I'll slide it behind the camera if I can get it back there. Kind of over tightened it. Now we'll just let this, well, I guess I could tie it down here somewhere. Yeah, that'd work. Just enough to make it, if somebody decides to steal it, it'd just be a little bit of an aggravation for them. That's all. There we go. Alright. I don't really need to clip anything. Leave it just like as it's sitting. Hopefully I'll be able to get see what deer are coming through here. We're trying to get prepped for season. It is on. One thing I don't like about that one is that the blinking red light, and sometimes the screen will light up when it triggers, and it's blue. And for those that are familiar with deer, you know that deer are mostly colorblind, but they can see blue. I think that was one of the nighthawks. Let's grab the other camera right quick, and then we're going to go right behind the stand. I'm going to put it up over here. Oh, I didn't even mark it. Dad burn it. Let me do that, because I will forget. And it's late in the afternoon. I don't want to not have it marked. Because then I'll lose them. I got to remember where they're at. I move them a lot. Probably won't be any deer come through here for maybe 2 weeks due to the activity for me. Okay. I'm going to put that right there. Toolbox. Create a pin. I think that's a wild game. Trail camera. July 2025. Animals, no. Oh, there it is right there. We'll just use cell cam. That's the only camera they're giving me. Oh wait, let's edit that. I need to change the color. Oh, try it again. Edit pin. Bright yellow. Okay. Now, update. Okay, got it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to hold you up. I want to do this quickly so I can show you the ladder, show you the view of what we have. I hope it's quiet back here, just here. I have not been back here late in the day like I am right now since last year when I was hunting over there, and I seen that guy peek out from behind that tree, and that really creeped me out. He didn't do nothing. He just peeked out, and it scared me. It did not look like a big guy or anything of that sort. This area right here, there's a trail, and it goes, there's one right there. right here. Where does it go? It's really hard to see. I'm probably going to go up a little closer to where the stand is. I'll be doggone. There's a scrape right there, a big scrape. This is last year's scrape. There's one right there too. I didn't know those were even here. Yep, there's a good one right there on the other side of this. Right there, that one's dug out. Look at that. Wow. So, I'm looking for their trail, how they're getting in here. I think I'm going to aim this one just that direction. This is a little easier to set up. It's a much shorter strap. Oh, that hurt. See if I can go down a little lower. I don't know why this one sets like that. Oh, I'm gonna have to go up right there. It'll be okay. We can do it. If I can get the strap to go through it, I'll be good. This here is really a tough cam buckle on this one. I've had it for a very long time. Okay, let's try this little stick. Maybe that'll be enough to get behind it. I think it is. Yeah, that'll work. Let's tighten this up a little more, let it hang. See which way it's facing. I can't believe there's a scrape there and a scrape there. Isn't that cool? Okay. Well, it's crooked. Oh, there's got a limb right there. But that's what we bought these for. There we go. Okay. Now that looks straight. This right here is also a WOW Sports camera. Make sure it's coming on. We had corrosion inside the battery compartment. Is it counting down? Yes, it is. Thank you, Lord Jesus. There we go. Stand on this side. Let me place a pin here. Waiting for it to update. There it goes. Okay. Right on top of where I'm at. Create a pin. This is the WOW Sports Mini trail camera. Put the date, July 2025. Use Yeller cell cam. Place pin. Okay, I got it. Got it. All right, it's active. All right, let's go over to the ladder. Oh, here's your trail right there. Which way does it go? That goes right through there. Right where that, there's another scrape over there. I didn't even know these scrapes were back here. I didn't hunt back here after I seen that dude peeking around the tree at me. That spooked me pretty bad, and I decided, yep, I ain't hunting there. Oh, I didn't come through this way. Man, it's really pretty over here. We have not been all around the property. If you guys are wondering, property's pretty big, but we have access to other properties that are around us. Not a lot of them, but we got access to a big property that I'm allowed to hunt on. And so a lot of times I'll film from that property. I'm gonna go up and I'll show you guys. Oh, let me grab this other mount. I had to grab another mount right quick. I'm gonna put this other mount in my pocket. If it'll go. Ah, there it goes. This is a tall stand. Ow. What did I hit? Oh, I hit that bolt. Before you guys say anything, yes, I go overboard. Strap there, 2 more straps there, a cable around it there, and then 2 straps down there. I don't want it to fall. I'm old. I don't bounce no more. I splat. Okay, well, I'll do that in a minute. Oh, all right. This is my view from up here. Them scrapes are right over there. No, right over there. I'm sorry, right over there. If I can trim up some of this with my pole saw, if it'll, I can trim off a little bit of that and get me a shooting window. Oh, there's a deer trail right there. I didn't even see that one. That's 15 yards, 20 yards maybe. I can see way out through there. That's kind of scary that way. And the first camera that we put up is right over there. That big bushy tree out there, that's a Yopon holly. Right on the other side of it by 10 or 15 feet is where that first camera is. And then, of course, the 4-wheeler machine. Got a shooting lane through there. I just got to finish knocking some limbs off. I got one through there. I got to knock limbs off. I think it's going to be a good stand. And I got this right here for cover. My target area is out there. Right out there is my target area. And back over there. And now that I've seen what's behind the stand, back here. And the stand is high. So it's pretty secluded. Let me get my foot platform up. Ooh, trying to get turned around. I can sit down. There's a bunch of humans in the air today. A lot of humidities. Man, it's starting to feel nice, so we're finally getting a little bit of a breeze. I'm hearing something that way. I'm going to Let me see if I can turn it and keep it into somewhere. Trying to figure out which way I got the camera aiming. I should not be hearing movement. I have not been quiet at all. There should be no movement. Unless it's an armadillo or possum or something. Okay, now I'm hearing something right down there. Let me open my screen up where I can see which way the camera's aiming. I'm sorry, you guys, it's going to be loud. Just pulled a tick off of my neck. Did burn it. I'm not seeing nothing. I keep hearing something right through there. I can hear something walking. I just don't know. It sounds like a deer. But there's no way a deer is going to be up here this close with me talking. I just don't think that's going to happen. Trying to get the my camera stick, my mount straight. It's kind of crooked-sided. Oh. Sorry about the noise, you guys. It's feeling a little bit creepy. I don't know why, but it feels a little awkward. If I can knock some limbs off that pine, turn it a little bit. This leaning pine. Right there, if I can knock some limbs, where is it? Right there. If I can knock some limbs off of that, I'll have me a shooting window right there. I'm not using the wireless microphone. So hopefully the mic picked up the movement that I was hearing. Every now and then I'll hear like leaves, like something walking right there. I think I've got my light, my bright light. I hope I got it. I'm going to leave before it gets dark. That's that movement. That may be a squirrel. It's got me flipped out a little bit. Ooh. I am going. I hurt my head. I can't turn my head, but so far. And it hit a limit from the hardware in my neck. And oh my Lord, it hurts. And it just hit it. That's right down there somewhere. Not sure where that's at. It's back there. I'm not sure. Sounded like that was right there. I'm gonna have to get stood up so that I can see. It's scary standing up on this thing. Hang on. Trying to get. That sounded bipedal. Whatever that was, I don't know if the mic captured it. Sounded like it was right there. Somewhere right there in that, behind that holly. But I got so many blind spots. Hang on, let me get. I'm trying to get closer to the tree. I am nervous of heights. That was one of them, like a huffing sound. I think I need to leave. I keep getting weird sounds that way. And that walking sounded like it was right there. It's an animal of some kind. I don't know what kind of animal. I seriously doubt it's a deer. because deer would be able to hear me and they would not be that close. Not with me talking and the foiler right there. But I'm not familiar with bears, how their habit is. Let me put this light in my pocket and my rag. Zoom it in a little bit. There's a dark spot in there. I was looking to see if that's an animal right there. I don't know if that is. It's really hard to tell. It's just far enough I can't. That was down there again. Let me zoom in over there. If there's anything over there, you guys please throw it in the comments. Unless it's a bear and they get eaten, then there won't be no comments. Oh, I just seen something. I just seen movement through there and it looked deer color. It was like a reddish brown, like the deer. We do not have reddish brown bears. I'm looking on screen right there is where I seen it, right somewhere right there. Maybe a coyote. We've got some really big coyotes. The way I got to go back, I got to go that way. Once I get on the foiler, and it's kind of a rough ride. That's one of them birds, I believe. I think it is. All right, I gotta try to get down a little sketched out, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera back right here on my chest mount. I'm gonna leave it running. I'm not gonna stop it because I don't know what that was that I'm hearing behind me. Okay, it's going to be loud. Just giving you a heads up. All right. Let me put this. I'm using this kind of mount if you're wondering, and you just clip it onto tree limbs and stuff, and it bends. It just doesn't fit in my pocket very well. There it goes again. There's something over there. There's something moving over there. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm just nervous. I'm sorry. I was going to do the video a little longer. I wanted to sit up here a little longer and just leave before it gets dark, but it's getting there kind of quick. Try not to crunch nothing. Oh, getting a headache. All right, let me put this stuff up and we're going to get going. All right, you guys, I clipped the wireless mic onto my hat. So I have it have it on right now with noise reduction turned on. Oh. I gotta put my battery pack, excuse me, back inside the camera box, because it just about fell out of my pocket just now. I don't want to lose that. I can't afford to get more batteries. But I got it on low light mode, and I got noise reduction on. Hopefully it don't pick up the floor so loud. Got to turn my GPS off. Alright, I got it. There we go. It is getting really dark in here. Oh, I do want to let you guys know the last video, Brother Don Moore had messaged me right here, somewhere right here, a stick. He's seen a stick in video. Hold on a minute. Let me turn this around. Right, get my screen where I can see it. All right. He's seen a stick in video flying over the four-wheeler, and I think I just seen it. Right. This, I ran over and broke these two ends off. There's the stick. I think this is it. This is the spot. The timestamp was 101:55 and 101:56, I think. I'm sure he put it in the comments. I have not checked. I haven't had time, but he texted it to me. And I did pull the video up, and I looked at where the stick is, and yes, I did see it. But I don't think that was thrown at me. I think it got picked up by one of my tires and thrown ahead of me, because it looks like it's coming, like it's going the same direction I'm going. And I mean, it could have been thrown. I'm not saying that I'm 100% certain. Let me turn this camera. We gotta get going. Yeah, it very well could have been thrown. I'm not saying that it didn't, but looking at it, it's in the video, which I'm watching it on the screen of my phone, which is very, very small compared to a computer screen or a television screen. But it does look like it was thrown like from my tire. One of my tires may have threw it. I'm not sure. I don't see where it's coming. Oh, that tree's just about down. I gotta go under this. definitely lower than what it's been. Uh, yeah, the stick does. I don't think it was thrown at me. I may be wrong, but it looks like if it was thrown at me, it would have just cleared my head. And I'm kind of leaning towards the knobbies from the tire, picked it up and kind of threw it ahead of me. They do pick stuff up sometimes. And it happens more often than what you realize. But it's hard to tell. But you guys with a bigger screen, better eyes than I have, if you see it in there, if you can tell if it's coming from the ground or if it's coming from overhead or if it's coming from behind me, on my phone it looks like it's coming from, like the tire may have threw it. But I don't know. I don't think it was thrown, but I could definitely be wrong. I may have to turn my other light on. It's not real dark out, it's just dark under these trees. I'm gonna get to the house and go eat some wild hog. I pressure cooked some wild hog ribs and piece of the back strap with some diced up onions and bell peppers and mushrooms and garlic. I had about 35 minutes remaining whenever I left to come out here, so I'm sure they've already eaten, but I'm going to go get me something to eat. But thank you all for hanging out with me. As far as the goats are concerned, why I haven't filmed the goats, and I'm not going to film the inside of my house because I have 3 women there, 3 females, my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, and my wife. And we have 8 dogs. And when I'm outside with the goats, the dogs start barking when I leave the house. And so Kim or Rosie, whoever's in the living room at the time, they let the dogs out and then they run around back to wherever I'm at and they just bark and bark. It's a continuous thing. They don't stop. And so it's almost impossible to film the goats unless we let them out and get them further away from the pen. But anyhow, I will be filming them. We're working on trying to get an area set up near the creek, cleared out enough we don't have to worry about coyotes, bears, big cats, or snakes getting them. And then we'll be taking them down there and letting them play for the day and then bringing them back. But anyhow, y'all have an amazing afternoon. I love you all. Be safe, be kind, be well in all you do. And I'll certainly see you guys down the road soon. Bye-bye.